So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Emirates Stadium.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Ferran Torres measuring up his opponents. Not many would dare to look him back in the eye.
Well, he's looked really sharp recently. He's very much a player who's full of confidence now, and such a key factor when you're playing right in front of goal like he does. A goal hugger and a goal scorer.
And that gets things running. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Simeone. Now the ball in. Oh, the clearance is short. Cleared away. He's going for goal! Brilliant from Lopez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Arsenal break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Vermeer. Here's Koopmeiners. Mbappe! Nice control. That's destined for the flank. Delivers the ball.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe. Koopmeiners. Over to the right flank, and he's managed to get free. Simeone's cross. That has been knocked clear. Tries one from range. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes for a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Arsenal very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, this is a great position. Chance! Oh, good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Tries to pass it through. Mbappe. Simeone. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, what has happened here? Driven in. Cleared away. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Oh, can he get onto this? He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he cuts out the supply. Vermin has found the net here, of course. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Here's a chance! Arsenal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Ferran Torres! Oh, split-second reaction.
Ferran Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Camavinga. That's good play. Looking for the run. Can he finish? Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
A case now of complete control. Vermin. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now Mbappe.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe. And here's Lopez. Oh, well played, well played. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Hello, attendees.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Arsenal will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up.
Welcome the two sides.
We're on the move again. Oh, he's found support out wide. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. back to the keeper. Shifted it to the flank. And the return pass. Koopmeiners. Caicedo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Fermin. Alexander-Arnold. Now, can they get him away? He's found space here. And the counter is on. Well, that pass isn't the best. Akanji. Great chance! It's hit the upright. Koopmeiners. Arsenal, the only team in this, 3-0 already. Akanji. Fermin is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
The attendance for this match was 62,005.
Just about up to the hour now. Koopmeiners. Simeone. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Chance for a shot! No mistake. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal.
The goal scorer for Arsenal after 64 minutes is number 11, Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. At least a return pass. Ferran Torres, very much the man of the moment. Now it's Lopez. Oh, no joy this time.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Played back into the centre.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Now it's Lopez. Now it's Simeone. And he's had it nicked away. Now he's off and running. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And Simeone. Can he get it through? And the finish! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
So we have movement on both benches.
Coming on the field is number 17, Messi. Substitution.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's gone loose. He's having a hit! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And reclaimed it in a trice. It's a really well-measured ball. Spread to the right. He is just caressing the ball. Messi. That has not gone well. That's put paid to the danger. And that has left him in a heap. Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. Alexander-Arnold. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, such a clever touch. Picked out brilliantly. Simeone. It's a goal kick.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 11.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 7, Alexander-Arnold. Number 6, Eduardo Camavinga. Coming on the field, number 21, Kane. Number 14, Federico Valverde.
And that has put
Number
paid to that.
92, substitution
That's
in
good
progress.
defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Mbappe. 2 minutes to be added on. Oh, good spread. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Security staff for each block.
Well, thanks
Please
to Jim
report to the
alongside
staff
me,
room
and as the
immediately.
fans make their way home, so... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Now it's Elmas, and that was asking for too much. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Ferran Torres, is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. McTominay. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Højlund. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that is really good tenacity. Politano with the short one. Tries to pass it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Alexander-Arnold. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Mbappe makes a dash for it. It's a promising position. Camavinga! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Di Lorenzo opts for safety.
Napoli really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Now Oliveira. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, can he finish? Lobotka. McTominay. Looking for the far post. He's rising! Goal! Arsenal! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Numero 11.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now, can they get him away? Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Looking to play him in. Ferran Torres! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Lobotka. Spread it left. That has been cut short. Koopmeiners. Simeone. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, that's beautifully weighted. It's gone for a throw-in. Lobotka. Now Elmas. Now it's Højlund. Over to the right flank. Politano finding himself in space. Crosses it in. Impressive jump! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. The most accurate pass. Caicedo. Some really good ball movement. McTominay. And he's intervened well there. Vermeer. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Now it's McTominay. Flashes it across. Camavinga with the clearance. Ferran Torres gets on his bike and on the move. Alexander-Arnold. And he thumps it clear. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Arsenal come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Arsenal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So, into the second half. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Caicedo. Lopez. Shot, surely! Now that is commitment to the cause. Keeper's dealt with that. He's had a fair tumble on, and he shoots! And now they can spring out of defence. Some resolute defending there. Alexander-Arnold. And the finish! And again! Ramani. Politano. Lobotka. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van Dijk. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Ferran Torres is being harried and hassled.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Politano. Ramani. Politano. And it's Lobotka. McTominay. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Camavinga. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koopmeiners. And here's Ferran Torres. He's having a hit! He's got away with one there.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 20.
So time for change. This one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Vermi. McTominay. And it's Oliveira. And Di Lorenzo. Lobotka. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Politano. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 27. Numero 21. Lasciano il campo per il numero 23. Il numero 26. Attenzione, un cambio.
Lobotka does really well to win the ball there. Tries to play it through. Gamerz wants to run onto this. He leaps for it. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is well cleared. Aims beyond the defence.
Napoli really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Arsenal making further changes here and in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Looking for options for movement. Valverde has the space to scheme. Valverde showing good feet. Messi. An instinctive... Oh, great leap! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Played out to the left flank. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's McTominay. And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
McTominay clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Terrific effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
McTominay certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Mbappe. Very much into the last knockings. Lobotka. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe simply refused to be outdone there. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
If they're good enough to keep the ball at this stage, it should see them through.
And they've got rid. And that will be it. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Arsenal pretty much coasted this, Peter. Should they have done more to kill it off? Absolutely. But at the same time, you can't say they were overly exerted either. So it's a good result and a clean sheet. A bonus.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more.
And now...
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. We're up and running then. Now that looks a decent ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, good spread. That has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Has a look and plays it forward. Spread to the right. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ferran Torres. And now they can spring out of defence. No, that's been intercepted. He's had it taken off him.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Alexander-Arnold. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. Caicedo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Caicedo. That's a lovely, neat pass. It's a promising position. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mbappe. Simeone. Lorenzo Insigne. Foot in. Simeone. Aimed beyond the defence. Aimed at the far side. Caicedo. Camavinga. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Some good work on the right flank here. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Shot, surely! Oh, crossbar! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That has been cut short. Ferran Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Insigne. Great vision. This looks promising. Ferran Torres! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Ferran Torres deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And for the first half, that is that. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please be made aware
The
that
midway
smoking
point
is
of the
only
game.
permitted
Arsenal
in designated
certainly
areas
have
within
plenty of
these grounds.
positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So, into the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Big chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gets a good foot in there. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Akanji. Van Dijk. And it's Camavinga. Now Mbappe. Distributed tidily. No, it's come to nothing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Caicedo being hunted in packs.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Miners. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Lorenzo Insigne. And it's
The
Insigne.
attendance for this match was 61,000.
So we've reached the hour mark. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, nice touch. Tries a shot! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pescara choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Camavinga. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Insigne.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he welcomes it in. No way through, and it's Insigne. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Ferran Torres. Not where it came from. Knocks it into... And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Ferran Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Simeone. Oh, he's having a go! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
He's going for goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ferran Torres is offering a wry smile there.
The pass is intercepted. Messi. Oh, good-looking ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Good ball, good take.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that is a good ball to find. It's shattered!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 11, Ferran Torres. Number 6, Eduardo
Looking for the run.
Number 5, Giuliano Simeone. Number 13, Foot Miners.
Oh, important interception.
On the field,
Right,
number
gets
21,
it away.
Kane. Number
Nicely
92,
aimed pass.
Number 14, Federico
Steps in,
Valverde.
and that's the end of
Number
that.
8,
Valverde.
Fernandez. 2 added
Time
minutes has
added
been
on
indicated.
will be 2 minutes. Little pass back. Fernandez. So that's it. It is all over. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after the final whistle today.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
We're up and running then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. What a throw in. They've switched it over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Gives it back. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a promising position. He's in a great position. The first significant strike. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass and put it on a plate for him.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Caicedo. Oh, this looks sharp. Fermin. And here's Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he get away here?
That was lovely, that.
And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, it's a Fermin! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, how about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish, imperfection. Genova always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Now it's Camavinga. That is lovely. Van Dijk. And it's Caicedo. And here's Mbappe. It's a sharp pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Mbappe! Oh, nice touch. And the shot! It's anyone. That's another chance! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Van Dijk. Camavinga. Somewhat off target. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pinches it off him. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside. Minus. Caicedo. Fermin. Quality ball.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's played through for him. And that is well cleared. That has not gone well. Ferran Torres. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Caicedo. That pass has been... Oh, shooting chance! Alexander-Arnold with the short one. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
It's Camavinga. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's it, 45 minutes up. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Arsenal go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back. Tries one from range! But he's left disappointed.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
He won't be happy with that one. And it's been played through. And the finish! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! He's got himself an absolute peach. Arsenal are level. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal restore parity.
Arsenal really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Van Dijk. That has ended up in no man's land.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. Ferran, he's in one-on-one. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Caicedo being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. Ferran Torres is onto it in a flash. Fermin, good ball, good take. Mbappe scooting forward. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Lopez. Simeone. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's really well cleared. That is good alertness. Camavinga, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Ferran Torres, and that has left him in a heap. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, nicely intercepted. Coop minus. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now that's well seen too.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Fermin. And the counter is on. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 4.
So we have
Numero
movement on
73.
both benches.
Numero 32. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14.
Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game.
Numero 10. Attenzione, una
75 minutes played. This is a promising build-up. Distributed tidily. That's tidy. Has to go back here, and he's got his cross in, and he's taking no chances there. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Genova really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he can thump it away, and it's Onana.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he's picked it up out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Malinovsky. He's looking wide. That has found him in acres of space. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from
Ci
him.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
Messi. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's at the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
Che sul maxi schermo è possibile vedere.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more.
And now, lining up.
So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Things already rolling.
Ferran Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Aimed beyond the defence. Spread neatly. Oh, nice touch. Mbappe! Nice control. This looks promising. Look, impressive jump! No, not the best of headers. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He'll try from distance! Goal! Arsenal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will stick.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Arsenal make the perfect start. They are already ahead. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's been shifted off it. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Alexander-Arnold.
Koopmeiners. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. But he's quick to return it. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he get it through? Simeone in acres of space out. And the finish! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
That has been slung wide. Well, that looks a decent ball. Ferran Torres has the space to scheme, and he was alert to it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's neat. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Ferran Torres picks it up out wide. Can he finish? Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe gets over and intercepts. Mbappe.
Arsenal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
That is lovely. And that's played in low. Oh, that's a fine interception. And they've got rid. What's going wide left? Simeone. Simeone has created one goal already. And Caicedo. Simeone. That has not gone well. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Please welcome everyone.
Arsenal coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Arsenal just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So straight into the second half.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Distributed tidily. Not the most accurate pass. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Simeone. And it's Lopez. And it's Caicedo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. The ball has bounced loose now.
Might want to be careful there.
Now it's Ferran Torres. This is a promising build-up. Ferran Torres being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Vermi. Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And Caicedo. Spread out to the left. Mbappe. And here's Camavinga. He has found the way through.
The attendance for this match was
So far, Jim?
62,000.
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Akanji getting this one clear. Hops for safety. Spread it left. It's a pretty loose pass. So changes a foot here, and from both sides.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19, Ferran. Coming on the field is
It's
number
going to be
17,
another throw.
Messi. Substitution.
Out of play for a throw. Minus. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Alexander-Arnold. Simeone makes a move down the right. Just about up to 75 minutes. Akanji. Turns back here, probably the best option. Messi. And it's Gamerz. Here's Gamerz. Alexander-Arnold. Well timed, excellent interception. Gamerz. Simeone wants to run onto this.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Great vision. It's a promising position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Out towards the flank. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Space for him to turn and look. Now here's the delivery. Raya deals with that nice and simple.
Cesena really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Knocks it into space. Gamerz. The final 5 minutes. And here's Ferran Torres. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Number 5, Giuliano Simeone. Number 13, Gamerz.
We're just about done here.
Number 15, Caicedo. Coming on the field, number 14, Federico Valverde.
Look, there has to be more
Number
urgency
8,
here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Number 18, Tanguy Ndombele. Substitution in progress. There will be one
really
minute
well
at
cleared.
a time.
Now, can they get him away?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And there goes the final whistle. Arsenal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Ferran Torres claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Pescara have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
So things are underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
he's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Lopez. Delivers the ball. He's rising! Didn't quite get enough on that.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some...
Chance, surely! Mbappe. Still goalless. Now Mbappe. Koopmeiners. Nicely spread. Simeone. Alexander-Arnold. Simeone. Showing good feet. And it's made its real chance! Aims beyond the defence.
Pescara really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
And the finish! Fermin, played out to the left flank. And it's Lopez. The most accurate pass. Koopmeiners gets across to intercept that. Caicedo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Takes on his marker. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And out it comes again.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Lorenzo Insigne. Mbappe. Koopmeiners. It's a really well-measured ball, and that was asking for too much. Lorenzo Insigne. Space for him to turn and look. Caicedo. And here's Lopez. Tries to play it through. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. "40 minutes gone, half-time closing in. Ball swung in. It is a corner. They've played it short. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. That's destined for the flank. And it's Insigne. That's an imaginative pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Fermin and Caicedo. Simeone. Probing pass.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's the crossfield ball. Mbappe. He's got away. He'll try from distance. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Simeone! And a neat finish. It is the pick-me-up they all long for. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Simeone. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He's picked his way through. And that has been cleared. And the shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Oh, that's neat. Insigne has it in a wide position.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Fermin. Simeone. That's a cute ball. Defending of the desperate variety.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 13.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 14. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 21, il numero 20.
That should get the job done. And it's Messi. Caresses it through.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Insigne. Insigne proves just a little bit too strong. Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Valverde. Chance! Oh, good finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal making further changes here, and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very leggy.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's come to nothing. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Arsenal will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Valverde. And it's Messi. He's shapes to shoot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And he's managed to get rid. Pescara are looking to go forward now. Messi. That's a good ball out wide, where it came from. And he welcomes it in. He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And he's managed to get free. A lot of space there. Takes a shot! And he should have made it 4. He's kicked it out just. And that will be it. Arsenal just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.